been fighting to win our freedom, like all dignified people do, like all people with any sense of their own significance do. We have been fighting to liberate ourselves, to guarantee that our children will know a future not because of a good white man getting elected or not elected, or a good Negro, woman, man, etc., who represent a white man. We have concluded that we will know, our children know freedom because we will take it and possess it ourselves. That's our responsibility. That's our responsibility. There's no people on earth with any kind of integrity would fight for anything less than that. Absolute, total, unambiguous control over our own lives and our destiny. That's our responsibility to do that. That's what revolutions are made of. That's why Ho Chi Minh said there's nothing more precious than freedom than independence. There is nothing more precious than freedom and independence. And that means for African people too. So I just think it's really important to establish that and to say some things about why we're here. And it's really important that we've had discussions from security and others, and that come as Sister Lisa talked about what it is this mobilization is about. But I want to be clear that what distinguishes this mobilization is the fact that a revolution that was crushed in the 1960s with the murder of Malcolm X by the government, with the murder of Martin Luther King by the government, with the assassination of more than 30 members of the Black Panther Party by the government, with more than 300 members of the Black Panther Party thrust into prison in 1968 alone. This government killed, smashed our organizations, scattered the members of our organizations. These were people who had moved beyond simply begging and trying to become one with a system of oppression. We had moved beyond that. There was no hands up, don't shoot. In fact, it was the police who was saying don't shoot, because our movement had achieved a revolutionary character where we had determined we will have our own freedom, as Malcolm X said, by any means necessary. Our freedom, it belongs to us. Somebody stole it from us, we're taking it back. That's the only way we'll get it. But this requires organization. And it requires an element of political clarity. And that's why this mobilization is so important. Ambiguity won't do. Not now. We're talking about a period when in a short moment of time since March, something like 10,000 protests and uprisings happened in this country. Many by people who never been involved in protests at all, because they have become disgusted with the ability of this government to produce anything that's like security. People hate capitalism. So you got some capitalists who are running out claiming to be socialists, running for office, in fact. People, Africans, were demanding reparations. We demanded reparations. We held the first national reparations tribunal in this country, in New York, in 1982. People were demanding reparations. And when we first started, people were saying that demand for reparations, that was a lunatic fringe. But now, reparations is something that's grasped the masses of African people, and capitalist oppressors understand that. And so now they get in front of it too, just like they try to get in front of the question of socialism, and they say reparations. But their reparations doesn't mean what we talk about when we say reparations. They talk about reparations, they're looking for another poverty program. They're looking for a slick welfare program. We say reparations. We say repair the damage. We have to have those resources that negates the influence and economic authority of white power over our lives.